Pythagorean theorem. Okay, a couple things you have to know about Pythagorean theorem before you actually do it. You have to know that it's only true for right angles or right triangles. Okay, and you have to know the parts of a right triangle. Okay, right triangles have two legs. Okay, those are touching the right angle, and a right triangle has a hypotenuse, which is opposite the right angle. Okay, everyone understand that? So the legs touch the right angle, the hypotenuse does not. They're opposite. Alright, so draw this. This is Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. Okay? What Pythagoras figured out was that if you square the legs and add them together, you will find the hypotenuse squared. You'll find that distance. So if you know two of the sides of a triangle, of a right triangle, you will know all three. You can find the third one. Okay? So you square the first, you square A plus the square of B gives you the square of C. Alright, so this is what your homework will look like. It'll say find the length of the hypotenuse. Okay? They give you a triangle here. It's 8 millimeters on one side, 15 millimeters on the other leg, and we don't know the hypotenuse. So I'm going to square the first leg. I'm going to say 8 is the first leg. I'm going to add that to the square of the second leg. All right, and we should find c squared. So 8 squared is what?
64.
What is 15 squared?
125. I mean 225.
225.
You add that up and you get this.
Okay, you add them up, you get 289. But is that my answer? No, I need to find c, right? We have c squared, so I square root it. Okay, because the square root of c squared is c. Alright, the square root and squared signs cancel each other out. The square root of 29, Blaine?
What?
Square root of 29?
I don't know.
You got the calculator.
Oh, this ain't that cool. Don't do that. Yeah.
Square root of 289 is 17. Now, as we have done this, remember this would be plus or minus 17. Is there any way for c to be equal to negative 17? Can you have a negative distance? No. So we're not worried about plus or minus. We just know this is 17 and you need your units. It's 17 millimeters. Okay. So there's your answer. Alright, here's another one. Draw the triangle. And write the numbers down. Alright, we're still finding the hypotenuse. So I need to take 24 squared plus 45 squared. It will give me the square of C. 24 squared is 576. 45 squared is 2025. If you add those, that gives you 2601 equals c squared. So now we take the square root of 2601. Yeah, it cancels that. It leaves you just with c. 2601. The square root of 2601 is 51 inches. Alright, now they have to make it a little harder. So instead of giving you two legs and making you find the hypotenuse, they give you a leg and a hypotenuse. Can we still find the other leg? Can we still find the missing link?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. We still use Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. Okay. Fill out what you know. What is A?
40.
The leg is 40?
No, 25.
It's 25.
My bad.
Do I know what B is?
Yes. Nope.
What is B, Paul?
No, I think it's 40. No.
B, the leg, touches a right angle?
It's X.
It is X. So X squared. My C would be 40. Okay? So I have 25 squared, which is 625, plus X squared equals 1600. 40 times 40. So we take 1600 minus 625. We get 975. So x squared equals 975. Is that my answer?
No.
No, I have to square root both sides, right? Square root of 975 is 31.2. 31.2 feet. Right? It'll probably say round to the nearest tenth. Okay, which is 0.2 here. Any questions on how to do that? All right, you need to write this down. If c squared equals a squared plus b squared, then a triangle is a right triangle. What this means, okay, this is Pythagorean theorem in reverse. Pythagorean theorem says if it's a right triangle, then a squared plus b squared equals c squared. This is the reverse of it, meaning if a squared plus b squared equals c squared, then the triangle must be what kind of triangle?
Right.
A right triangle. Okay? So we need to determine if this is a right triangle. They give us the three sides of the triangle, 6, 8, and 10. So I'm going to take 6 squared, add that to 8 squared, and see if it equals 10 squared. What is 6 squared? 36. What is 8 squared? 64. What is 10 squared? What is 36 plus 64? Does 100 equal 100?
Yes.
Yes, so is this a right triangle?
Yes.
Yes, it is. So I want you to see if 4, 5, and 6 makes a right triangle. Go. 4 squared plus 5 squared, we'll see if it equals 6 squared. Okay? 4 squared is 16, 5 squared is 25. Pile says 6 squared is 36. Let me ask you guys, does 16 plus 25 equal 36?
Equals 41.
No, it does not. So is this a right triangle?
No.
No. Easy enough, right? Here's your assignment.